So I just took the Ryobi 40V Brushless Chainsaw out for a spin in the backyard. Cut some limbs that I had brought down from a big tree I'm taking down. It seemed to cut through pretty good. I can't really compare it to a gas chainsaw since I don't have much experience with those. But compared to my AC chainsaw that I have, yeah, it worked really well. So as far as what comes in this box, it was $199 for the saw, the charger, and the battery. And right there you can see it says load sensing. Usually what that means is that it detects the current that's running through the switch, and it will, or through the motor, and it will shut the saw down if there's if say the motor stops because the chain got stuck or something. So here's an overall look at it. It comes with the little plastic chain guard. There's an oil fill cap for your bar and chain oil, the hole for the battery to fit into, a bunch of warnings and kind of little picture instructions on the there's no chain brake, that's just kind of a guard. And this battery says lithium-ion 40V 55 watt hour. I think it's a 1.5 amp hour as what it says on the box, which is, well, I was actually pretty disappointed as I didn't see that advertised in the description on the website. But 1.5 amp hour is not a whole lot of capacity. I'm used to seeing lithium-ion batteries with 4 amp hour currently out there, so you don't get a whole lot of runtime. So here I'm just showing there's a tool kind of built in, you can slide out. It has a little hex wrench and a flathead, so you can adjust the chain tension. So you loosen up these two, and you can't see it here because it's a little dark, but there's actually a screw where you can turn it clockwise, counterclockwise to tighten up that chain. You can slide it right back in the back of the handle here. So there is a kind of safety lock on the trigger, which is just out of view here. But it takes a second to spool up to full speed. The instruction manual says wait till it's at full speed to start cutting. But you can hear it kind of slow down as you cut through some of the larger limbs. So in the manual it actually says it's designed for light duty use and has limitations as to what it can cut. And I could kind of see that cutting the bigger stuff. But on the small diameter stuff, it just cut right through. So here's a little pile of what I did on one battery charge. I think it made about 10 cuts, which I was a little bit disappointed. Thought it might last longer, maybe if I was cutting smaller limbs, not those giant ones, it would have lasted longer. So actually the battery got pretty hot, and I put it on the charger and it was too hot to charge. The light wouldn't even come on for the lowest charge setting. And at first, actually, when I put it on, it said it was defective light. Right there in the manual, I just flashed it. It said if it's too hot, wait a while, or plug it in and wait, and it will start charging, as you see here, when the temperature finally goes down. So that's good. It has temperature control built into the battery, which is nice. I assume it would also stop delivering current on the saw. So here I was just emphasizing you could use any battery, any Ryobi battery that fits in the terminals. And here it mentions that it may leak lubricant on your floor if you leave it. So overall, pretty good saw. I enjoyed using it, and I'm interested to see when I'm up in the tree, how much use I can get out of it, because I really didn't get a whole lot of time on this battery, and not very many cuts doing some of the bigger stuff.